So I made little chat GPT make nicknames for us. I was like, give those nicknames, and then give those nicknames, so that we can never trace it out. So I'm gonna do the intro. I'm gonna do the intro
using the nicknames.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to the main broadcast. I am your host Pupzilla, and I am with my co-hosts Boom Boom, Dids, and Triceratops. Welcome everyone to episode 22.
Boom Boom, Dips, and Triceratops.
Who the fuck is Triceratops?
It sounded like one person's name was Boom Boom Dibs.
Yeah.
How awesome is it?
So I'll give you my nickname. My nickname is Pupzilla.
You're obviously Pupzilla. Yeah.
Pupzilla, yeah.
Why are you Pupzilla?
Because I was like, oh, my name is Alex, and then can you make a nickname for that? And they came up with A-Dog, and I was like, A-Dog? And I was like, nice. Can you give me another nickname for that? And they were just like, they called him A-Puppy. And I was like, I hate A-Puppy. So I was like, one more for me. And they came up with Pupzilla, and I was like, absolutely Pupzilla.
Oh, Pupzilla.
Yeah, Pupzilla.
I was thinking Pubzilla.
Like
down
a pub
at the
crawl
pub with the boys.
No, Pupzilla. It makes it way lamer. It's
way lamer.
And Adam, you're Boom Boom.
I'm Boom Boom? Wait, is it because I pooped my pants?
No, it's because I changed. It's Adam, and then they do an Adam Bomb. And I was like, okay, one more. And they came up with Boom Boom. And I was like, that's pretty fucking good. And then, Peter, I asked for yours. Yours was, yours is Dids. D-I-D-S. Dids. Which is...
Where does that come from?
It was, I put, hey, just doing Peter. And then they were like, oh, P. Diddy. And I was like, oh, we'll do one more from P. Diddy. And they came up with Dids. But they also came up with Diddler, and I was like, I can't use that.
Yeah, no, that's oh boy.
Diddler. ChatGPT's doing a bit of trolling, calling P. Diddy a diddler.
And then Dan, you're Triceratops.
How do we get there?
Where does that come from?
For obvious reasons.
Sure, of course.
Yeah, and it's because I was like, give me a nickname for Dan, and it came up with Danimal, like animal with the D in front. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And I was like, make another one. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, I'll make another one. And it literally came up with dinosaur. And I was like, that's pretty fucking good. And then I was like, ooh, one more. And then it gave me Triceratops. And I was like, well, I'm sticking with Triceratops. Triceratops is awesome.
Dinosaur's cooler.
I like Danimal.
Triceratops really makes no sense.
It's a dinosaur.
It's just a dinosaur.
A dinosaur. Okay, then we just sound like Power Rangers. We were like, Triceratops, Stegosaurus,
Woolly Mammoth. What did the Woolly Mammoth guy didn't call it Woolly Mammoth? He called it Mastodon. Mastodon.
Oh, yeah.
You're such a nerd.
Yeah, it was cool.
We're all nerds.
He was the Black Ranger, and he just also happened. Just coincidence.
That's outrageous. That's an outrageous start to this podcast already.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Boom Boom. Nice one. Anyone have anything to start us off with?
I have a little thing about, getting older, getting injuries.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A couple of days ago, went to see Pupzilla Can't. Wicked night. Awesome show. Lot of fun. Went stage diving, moshing, everything. Yeah. It was good. But... one thing I've been doing at live music venues and stuff is somewhere along the way I'll take some time to go and stretch, pop a couple squats, make sure I'm moving properly.
I mean, it sounds funny, but it's probably the best thing you can do.
100%. If you're moving around,
you gotta
jiving, vibing, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pop a squat, make sure your legs are working, limp it up. Yeah. I didn't start the night with that. So we were
rookie mistake.
One of the lineup bands had already finished. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. Time to go take a minute. Popped a squat. My knee popped. It was not a good time.
It happens.
Wait, but I like how you got injured doing the, like...
The thing you should do to not get injured. Yeah.
Because he didn't do it at the start.
Yeah.
Not moshing, not, like, death waving. What's that thing where, like, two groups of
the
people
wall of
just
death?
run?
Yeah.
The wall of death, yeah.
Yeah.
But you just like, that was crazy. Just gonna make sure that I'm limbered.
Yeah, no, this was like taking 5 minutes to myself, just, making sure I'm good.
I was so
the squat.
unfortunate, Dan.
My knee went snap, crackle, and pop, and I'm like, oh no.
That's like drowning at the beach because you're trying to drink water and stay hydrated.
Yeah.
It's not the way you expect to get hurt.
Yep.
That's a classic Triceratops story. That's so good.
Alex, you were making fun of me for being in pain earlier. I don't understand why.
Because you were like, oh, I need to take some medicine because I had such a busy day. I'm like, oh, what'd you do? You're like, I've been sitting down in the car. And
I took children to a playground. Okay,
Yeah.
do you know how exhausting that is?
Did you know them?
Context, Rogers. Context.
I was climbing jungle gyms, and
Does he know you were doing that?
That's not helping.
Poor Jim.
Wrap it up or cut it. One or the other.
I knew the boys.
That's not helping either!
It is. What am I supposed to say? I don't understand. What? How do you want me to say it? I knew the children that I went to the park with.
Yeah, but were you watching them for 5 years and that's how you knew them? Like, what?
But I don't think you realise how undesigned for adults these climbing frames are. Like, it's a lot of work to get to the slides now. I feel like slides used to just be a couple steps and then you went down the slide. Now you have to climb up a rope net just to get close to the top. It's crazy. Children don't find it hard. The adults, the kids are like, come with me. I want you to come down. Or I want you to come up and watch me go down the slide. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
I work at a beach resort. I work with slides. I know exactly what you're talking about. Every kid is like, I want to go down the slide, but I want my dad to watch me. And I go,
Yeah.
why? You don't even look at him. And we wave at you and you're going down the slide and you don't react to us. It makes no sense.
Here's the thing. I stumble my way to the top of a jungle gym to go down a slide. The kid goes down. Now what do? Do I now go down the slide, which is not built for me, or do I clamber down the rope ladder that's also not built for me, and I'm going in the reverse direction of the swarm of children that are trying to get to the top?
You stay at the top for when
down.
the kid goes back up, so you can watch him go down again.
But the kid goes down the slide and then runs off into the forest. Like, he just wants to go be with the elves and disappears. and I'm just like, oh god, I gotta find this kid and take him back to his mum. Because I'm like, oh, at least he'll come back up the slide. But then he just runs away. And now I have to go down the slide, but it's not built for me. So I'm just like, down it.
So you should bring a towel next time, that you can sit on the towel and slide down.
Yeah.
Or take off your shirt. That seems to work pretty well for the people at the water slide.
Yeah,
Just
but that's
take off
because they
their
have
shirt.
water. No, they have water. I don't want to be going down shirtless on a
Yeah,
metal slide on a hot
maybe that's
day.
not a good idea.
Yeah,
It's like a
instantly
random-
branded.
maybe that's a terrible idea. Just a random park as well, where it's just like
Getting
no
down
water.
to the bottom of the tube slide, I'm just sweaty with my nipples flopping everywhere. This is like, no one needs this.
No, that's even worse. So where's your child? I don't have one.
I don't. Well, where is he? He's over. He ran that way. I swear. I just need to go find him.
He ran into the forest. I promise. As you frolic into the trees.
Yeah. After it, just like, come back, little boy.
Oh my god.
You're the one who told me to take my shirt off, Alex. I'm just following your instructions.
So he told me to take my shirt off.
I can't fucking breathe.
You're ruining a very lovely day. I had a very nice day. And
You were
you're
so
tainting
sore.
it.
You were so sore by the slide that you needed to take medicine.
Well, it just got my back is just tender. I don't know. It happens.
God. Just say sore. You don't need to say tender. Just say sore. Using all the wrong words today.
It happens as you age. It's going to happen to you too. You're probably going to be the worst of all of us because of your volleyball.
Yeah, my professional volleyball career.
Yeah, your knees are going to go. How many 40-year-old volleyballers do you know with good knees, Alex?
Surprisingly, the ones that I play. Other than that.
Also, no. Those dudes did not seem like they were in good nick. They knew what they were doing, but they weren't leaving the ground very, very much. There was a lot of just flailing the hands over the top rope because there were a couple.
There were a couple dives from not getting back up. I will admit. So should we do round 3 of the main cocktail while we're here?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure.
So I have all the same ingredients except I have one more. Lemon tea.
That could actually go pretty good with the white liquor. I don't remember what kind it is.
Bacardi.
Now you still only have Bacardi,
yes,
and whiskey, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, Alex, they're never gonna go well together.
I'm not asking to mix them. I'm just saying.
But you need 2 liquors for it to be a true cocktail.
I mean, all we can do now at this point is just mix some shit together and
at this point, all you can do is have Bacardi, whiskey, and iced tea together. That's really all you've left.
That's
the only
rough.
option you've left yourself here.
Is it going to be rough? Because I feel like if I was to have whiskey and lemon tea, it'd be nice.
Yeah,
I think that could be alright. Yeah,
but Bacardi and whiskey will never go together.
Let's give it a shot. Pupzilla knows what he's doing. Alright, can confirm. They do not look good together. Nor do I want this anymore.
What kind of iced tea is it, though? This could be a game changer.
Lemon iced tea. It's a Japanese brand. Okinawa special. Lemon iced tea. Bloody delicious. Alright, down the hatch, boys. See if you can hear my little gulps of...
Wait, what does it look like? We got to name it. What colour is it?
Looks like piss again. It's actually quite nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah?
That might be like a 7 or 8 out of 10, people.
And you put both in there?
Put whiskey and Bacardi in there. Yeah. It's pretty fucking good.
Do you know...
The Muffin Man?
Do you know a potential origin of the word cocktail?
Is it...
I do
now,
not.
can I have a guess?
Yes.
Is it remotely sexual?
A little bit.
Really? Oh, sassy.
There is debate over the origin of the word, but one theory I heard was that back in the day, people used to sell horses, and if you wanted to sell your horse and make it look good,
what'd you do to it? And
if it was just lazy and it didn't do anything, when you had it, in the pit surrounded by the people looking at the horses, people would go, "Hey, I don't want to buy that horse. It's got no oomph, no gumption in it." So what unscrupulous horse salesmen would do is they would take a tube. They would take a tube and they would fill it with things like ginger and other spices from across the oceans, and they would take this tube and they would shove it near the tail of the horse, also known as its butthole, and they would squeeze all these spices up into the horse, and it would go crazy because it's just had the
worst enema ever.
It's had a vindaloo as an enema, essentially. And it would go crazy and freak out, and big businessmen with top hats and cigars would go, "Oh, that's a mighty fine horse right there. You look at him, he'd go crazy, he's got wild eyes." And they'd buy it. And so people learned that just a random concoction of things was called a cocktail, and then people would sell drinks that were just random spices mixed together, and they went, "Oh, well, when you mix random spices together and you shove it up a horse's butt, it's called a cocktail. We'll just call this the same thing."
I pray to God.
And that's maybe where the word came from.
I pray to God that is not the true story. of how the fucking
that's pretty
cocktail was
horrific.
invented. Not even that, Dan. I don't want to drink this anymore, thinking that my mouth is going on the cup for a horse's asshole. Like,
well, you're not drinking out of a horse, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're not.
how do you
not
know?
drinking? You aren't drinking the same thing that was used on the horses.
Maybe I don't know. I'm using some pretty cheap shit right now.
It was also known as gingering a horse, which for some reason sounds so much worse.
Yeah.
We call that? Can that be the name of our book?
I think gingering a horse was you just put a piece of ginger in its butt so its tail
Yeah,
stands up
but they
high.
did. That's what they did, but they did it with a mix of random things. So you had, some cinnamon in there. I don't know. Anything that would burn.
Why are they putting shit up its ass just so it moves?
I think the ginger was specifically you just place it in the butt so its tail stood up a little bit, so it looked more like you did it when they like in the shows when you were prancing around a horse, made it a bit more like upright.
Okay, maybe it did that, but I heard that it was a mix of random things that would make the horses freak out, so they look like they had energy.
Man. The history of horse racing is fucked.
If you had sugars, water, bitters, all like squirted up there, you wouldn't be very happy.
I found out that the breeding process for horse, like the racing horses, are insane. Like they are bred to do one specific thing, and like they have exactly the amount of muscle they need. Their legs are exactly the strength they need to be. Their, nostrils are as big as they need to be to take in the air and stuff. And anything that is out of line on that, it's useless. Basically.
Which is interesting, because surely at some point something better is going to come along. But it'll have to be different for it to be better. They're not willing to evolve, literally and metaphorically.
Well, I don't think they really have a choice in that.
Well, no, sorry, not the horses. I'm not victim blaming the horses.
The breeders,
It's all the horses' fault.
Also, instead of calling our cocktail book the main cocktail, we have to call it Gingering a Horse now.
No, I don't want to call it Gingering a Horse.
Ginger your horse.
Whoa. Oh, God.
The cocktail itself can be called that if you want.
Yeah, I'm fine with it being called Gingering a Horse.
But we need to put ginger in it.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no ginger
there's no
in
There's
the...
no ginger.
What colour is it?
Poopy
said,
butthole
like, pea colour.
yellow.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you use iced tea and it's a weird colour, can you call it iced pea? Can that be the name of the cocktail?
We can call it iced pea. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll save one for that has ginger in it, for gingering a horse.
Fuck, man, that's such a terrible fucking
But they,
name.
the dictionary here describes gingering a horse as placing a piece of peeled ginger up a horse's fundament. That's
Fundament.
yeah. Up a horse's fundament to make him lively and carry his tail well.
Oh, yes, right up the fundament we go. You better get your fundament out here right now.
Yeah. ooh, baby.
Dirty Talks release.
Guys, it's only been 30 minutes. Why are we getting podcast delirium already?
There's nothing about this. Of course, Boom Boom comes up with the arse nickname.
It's not me. It's from the 1785 Classic Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue.
Ooh, baby, you're oh, man.
Okay, breathe. Let's refresh. Let's take it back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you a boobs guy or a fundament guy?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It's called the fundament for a reason, am I right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, alright. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
We can call it a day.
Quality.
Holy shit.
I have a podcast topic that I was debating whether we should even talk about it.
All right, we'll shoot it. We'll see if it gets cut or not.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
I'm trying to find. It's an ethical moral, and legal dilemma that I
Okay.
feel like we are the only ones who could possibly determine the answers to these questions.
Future editor note: we're cutting this.
Cutting it this, yeah. Future Adam, it wasn't that funny. It was just weird.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I was contemplating this moral, ethical, and legal dilemma in my head, and I'm trying to decide where the line is drawn between someone being a peeping Tom,
Yes.
and someone committing indecent exposure. Where is the line?
A peeping Tom. A peeping Tom is just where you look at someone's pee-pee, right?
No, it's where you spy on someone. When are you the one in the wrong for looking, and when does it become you in the wrong for looking, and when does it become the person in the wrong for doing the indecent exposure? Where's the line?
I imagine it was when the person whose pee-pee is being seen is wanting people to see it.
But how would you, as a police officer, and let's say you're dictator of the world, Alex, you are now dictator of the world. How do you decide if he wanted his pee-pee seen?
You ask him.
And what if he lies?
He doesn't lie. Peeping, a person who wants to show off their pee-pee.
No, he does. He does.
What
he
if
lies.
What if I
no.
go, hey, can you show me your pee-pee? And then he goes, I
because
imagine
he's not
he goes,
stupid.
No, he's not stupid. But I imagine if I say, pretty please, you can't lie.
Okay. Also, no, you're wrong. Because people get in trouble for indecent exposure all the time for peeing on the sides of buildings. They didn't want anyone to see their pee-pee, but they were just peeing and they didn't care.
I think once you're outside of your private home, if you're
What about if you? But here's a conundrum. You're in the back garden, but you can sort of see through the garden from the street. Are you in the wrong for not being completely hidden, or is the person in the wrong?
I feel like you're both in the wrong. I feel like option C is you're both in the wrong one. You shouldn't be peeing in the back garden where you know you'll be seen by kids and stuff, and the person looking.
But what if you don't know that you'll be? What if you don't know that you'll be seen?
You are free to do. You are free to do whatever the hell you want in your backyard.
Yeah.
What if
someone's looking at
what if
you?
you could
That's
see
on them.
straight through it though?
Well, obviously, if you've got a glass fence all around your
See,
house...
this is not obvious. No, but this is not obviously, though. This is the point. We're loophole hunting this. We're trying to discover where, someone could get away with it.
Are you trying to pee outside? I'm confused.
Are you trying to pick on someone?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
No, I know how that made me sound. That's not what I meant.
Adam, this is a terrible podcast for you, buddy.
Legal moral dilemma.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask my friends.
When is the court date?
I'm just thinking.
This is a hypothetical situation.
Because sometimes if I'm out with the dogs and I'm in the back of the garden and I need to pee and I want to walk all the way in the house, I'll pee in the yard. But if someone walked down my driveway, they could see me. So...
if they could see peeing but they don't see your junk, I'd assume that'd be fine.
But they're also looking at you.
Yeah.
It depends on the scenario.
Your driveway is to invite the public towards your private home.
Use the other side of the yard?
Well, I'm down the side of the house. So I'm not in the backyard, so no one in the house.
Listen, I guess
can
it's
see me.
if it is because it's not indecent exposure; it's just decent exposure to the point where it's I don't really care if he sees me, and he doesn't care if he sees me. So you can just leave it, just ignore it and let move on.
If someone was just I'm going to call the cops on you, would they have a right to do that because they came down my driveway and I was down the side of my house?
It depends if you. It
And
depends if you.
You can see the side of my house from walking down my driveway, but not from the street.
It depends if you invite him first.
No, it's like a mailman. It's the mailman. It's his job to come down.
I mean, he's not going to not deliver your mail. He might just...
No,
I don't know.
Could he get me in trouble?
No.
Asking for a friend, not me.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's in your land.
Yeah, you're on your property. You might get weird look. You might get a weird look.
But like, if you can see...
You might be on bad terms with your postie.
If you can see the side of the house from the street, though, is that where the line is drawn?
I feel like the line is drawn if you were to ask him to come down your driveway, and then you just start.
You kind of are by having mail,
and then
in
you
a way
just start
you are
peeing.
asking him.
You kind of just start peeing next to him after you say, "Nah, come down." And then
I just want to know
next
where someone could get. What if someone's walking around their house in the nutty, but they have no curtains?
I mean,
So that's just funny.
It's their home.
I think the only way you can get arrested, Rogers, in that scenario is if you're peeing, the mailman
I'm
comes
not getting
down.
arrested. This isn't.
No, I'm just saying.
It's not a situation
this
that
is,
happened.
I'm just saying, this is what I think is if you're peeing, the mailman comes down, you then go, oh, the mailman's here. You then approach him while still peeing, while your dick is out, and you start having a conversation with him.
Yeah, that not only would that be weird.
Then maybe he might have something to stand on.
What about if I'm peeing in the front yard?
okay, so
That's
getting
fine.
It's my property still.
yeah. But it depends. Face away from your property. Sorry, face towards your house.
Yeah.
Nah.
So what if I don't know how urinal works and I got to do pants around the ankle?
That's what I was literally about to say. I was about to say. I can't. I'm gonna start doing that. I think again, just so people don't talk to me at the urinal. Because
Just go use a stall if you don't want.
Well, sometimes you can't always.
Sure,
get
there's not always one free, but I mean,
One of my favourite things to do to Rogers is whenever we go into the stall or the urinal, and I just wait for Rogers just about to start, and I suddenly turn my head and go, "How you doing?" And then he tightens up and he goes,
now I have to wait again.
"Yeah."
It's like a gopher going back into its hole.
The best reaction what I got was he was just about to go, and then I went, "How you doing?" And he went, "God damn it!" And then he just walked off into a stall.
It needs my private time.
I was at work and someone I was peeing, and then someone started talking to me, like one of my coworkers, and I was like, "Can this not wait until I leave this bathroom?" So then I decided, what if I just decided to just full on dack myself and show my fundament, and just just let my cheeks hang loose? Do you think you would talk to me then?
I guess there's technically nothing illegal.
there's nothing wrong with it.
Right?
You get a weird look for sure.
I'd rather a weird look than a sentence.
You're allowed to. Yeah.
But do you really want to be
what
known as
is the rule?
the pants around ankles guy at work?
I'd laugh.
Oh my god, please, Adam. Just you sound so bad this episode. You're always just like, what is the rule? When does a rule begin? How can I...
Yeah, when does a rule begin
and
end?
trouble?
Because we all have to, pee at a urinal, so we're all penises out in the main foyer of the bathroom. So, where is the line drawn? Is it just penis? Is it penis and nuts? Is it penis, nuts, and butt? Where's the line drawn?
Is it like the area thing? So as soon as you step up to the thing to pee, it's fair game. You can do it.
Yeah,
you can strip off completely naked and you're fine.
Yeah. Put your hands on your hips. And just,
but as soon as you step down from the urinal, your clothes better all be on.
Yeah.
That's fair play, actually. That's very fair. So next time I'm at the urinal, I'm going to take a step forward, and I'm just going to rip off my shirt.
Because in a public bathroom, if you wanted to, you could go into a stall and you could get just completely naked.
Yeah.
If you want,
and then put your clothes back on when you finish.
desired.
God, that'd be
That'd
be such an uncomfortable feeling, though. I feel like I'd be doing something wrong. You know when you walk out of the house and you're like, I've definitely forgotten something. That's what it'll feel like as soon as you get in there.
Pooping with no pants on will change your life.
Wait, did you say pooping with your pants on? Or without your
No,
pants on?
pooping without your pants on.
If you just
There's
poop
not
your
much
pants.
of a difference between pants off and pants on ankles.
No, you got to hang them up.
Basically the same thing.
Nah, because if I poop without pants on and I spread my cheeks, I can spread them way further without pants on. Than with
Yeah, that's what I'm
pants on.
saying. It's better. We're not. No one is arguing for pooping with pants on.
I just heard Peter go, "What the fuck are you doing?" I heard that.
Do you have a hole in your pants or something?
Yeah, my fundament circle is crazy.
What happened to poop flaps? Why did we have those?
You mean like long johns?
Yeah, with the butt flap.
Yeah.
So you stop wearing long johns.
Have you seen arseless chaps before?
Yeah.
Well, no, I haven't seen them, but I know of them.
If you're wearing assless chaps in a public bathroom,
where's the line drawn?
I feel like that's like definitely there's a line there that's been crossed and uncrossed.
Well, you have to leave because you have to leave the bathroom with them though, so that doesn't count. Now you're back in regular society.
But what if like you got into the bathroom and the first thing you did was take off your pants to reveal arseless chaps, and then you went to pee at the urinal with your arseless chaps, and then you walk back out with
like you have your normal clothes, and then you have your bathroom clothes.
Who wants to, for the next podcast, wear tearaway pants to a urinal and then tell us how that went? Just whoosh.
I feel like that should be a competition where it's like whoever can do it next to another main cast member and just like rip off their tearaway pants while they're next to each other in a urinal wins. Because I imagine if you're going out with another main cast member, you're both going to be wearing tearaway pants.
Wait, why when we go out now do we suddenly wear tearaway pants? Why is this just a given? The way you worded that, man. Obviously, when we hang out together, we all wear tearaway pants, as we know.
Because
tearaway shorts.
Now that this competition has begun, now we're always going to be wearing
Has it begun?
Yeah, I don't
remember agreeing to anything.
By the end of this episode, I will have you on board.
You think you can put your tearaway pants back on as you leave?
Yeah, because it's not like they're one and done, because then that's just shitty pants. Like, you still have Velcro.
Yeah.
How good are tearaway pants? Do you think they could?
I've never worn tearaway. I've never worn tearaway pants.
Peter just said they're pretty bad. Peter, have you ever worn tearaway pants?
You sounded confident there.
Have you been showing off your tuchus or your fundament?
I was a male stripper for about 6 months.
Were you dressed as the cowboy, the policeman? Which member?
Or the fireman, yeah.
Cowboy Deadpool.
Cowboy Deadpool.
With tearaway pants, which I can't imagine.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's
It was great because I never had to take off the mask.
This is sounding very real very quickly. Fuck. Kids need to learn how to swim properly. Because
you had a few accidents at the pool.
I'm getting real sick of kids being like, I don't know how to swim, and then when I go up to them to try and save them, they just stand up. And they're just totally fine.
That is such a power play by them.
I'm getting in the shallow end.
It's like the center of the pool, and they're always like swimming like a broken doggy paddle, like a dog that doesn't know what to do. And it's like swimming around, and then I go in, I'm like diving Baywatch style, and I try and save them. And then just before I reach them, they just stand up, and their head is poking out of the top of the pool.
How big is the pool?
Pretty big. It's a pretty fucking big pool. I think it's like I don't know the dimensions because it's a circle, and I don't know the diameter of it.
How long will it take you to swim from one side to the other?
Maybe like 15 seconds of good swimming.
That is a big ass pool.
It's a pretty fucking big pool.
Is it
15 seconds of constant like freestyle? That is a long pool.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys can see the pool on the video. That's one of the shorts I put on about the weather. You guys know what the pool looks like.
Pretty fucking big. 15 seconds of my constant swimming.
Oh, look,
I'm where I dived in. Maybe a little bit further back.
Can you swim?
You
I
travel a meter.
Drown.
That's not. That means nothing.
I cannot drown.
I'll put it this way, Alex. I once tried to give Roger swimming lessons, and I gave up.
How are you so bad?
Because he kept being like, okay, step one is you just have to float, and I'm negative buoyant. I float like a foot underwater. That's my default floating range. That's where my body goes.
I learned recently that is actually something that actually happens.
His feet, his half of his body is above water, the other half is just below water. Like he's swimming out of the water all the time.
Have you figured out why your body is so weird? Like, I'm not saying your body looks weird. I'm just saying it has a lot of nature's like little gifts and oddness. Yeah.
You're very bottom heavy.
Yeah, you can't float. Your legs are quite short. Your arms are really long. Your hairline.
Can swim great underwater.
That's no. You can't.
I can swim. Yes, I can. I have no issue swimming underwater.
Well, breathing.
So well, yeah, but I mean, like, if I'm swimming above water, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's a nightmare. Underwater, calm as can be.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier.
I have to agree. Yeah. I'm not the fastest swimmer. Like, I swim pretty slowly, but yeah, like underwater and like just floating around, I'm much better.
I'm way quicker. But as for what's wrong with my body, I don't know. It's one of life's great mysteries.
I don't know. When you say that, I genuinely do not mean it as an insult whatsoever. But like, your body is weird, dude. Like, your body is just like
backwards.
It has there's a lot of little kinks to it.
For a video idea, we should do a swimming race.
But I would just win.
It'd just be Alex winning and three dudes just struggling to swim.
It would be the lifeguard versus everyone else. What are you talking about?
I think I'd beat Alex for about 3 seconds until I run out of gas.
I can't wait for this in like another 10 years' time when Alex is actually 30. And then he's just like, oh man. But then Peter is also 40. So, so you got that extra element on too.
Who do you think would win, a 30-year-old me or a 40-year-old Peter?
That's a really tough call.
Because
some 40-year-old men sort of just like re-spikes again. I don't know what happens.
Yeah, they kind of get their shit together.
Yeah, and things just sort of start working out.
And I reckon it's probably going to be like the Wii Fit thing, Rogers.
Yeah. Do you guys know what Ring Fit is?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah. I have a video of me yelling at you from the Ring Fit, where it's like you're doing like one of the squat things. I'm just going, "Come on, do it, do it."
Yeah. Well, the Ring Fit had the levels you could do, like the RPG part, but it also just had random challenges you could do. And the first level was like it has to be pulled at least 20% of the way for a minute, and then it was like now it has to be pulled at least 40% of the way. So the easiest way to do it is just sort of pull it up to around 60. Hold that for the first 3 levels, and then you sort of try and tug it a bit further each time. So the record on the thing was me, and I'd gotten to like level 8 out of 20 because it's hard, like it's really hard. And I'm like, I just can't, you can't get past this point. I'm like, Peter, give this a go. I've been working on it for a few weeks now, and he just. First try, just grabs a thing and just holds it at like maximum 100% pulled apart from level 1. Like doesn't start it easier, just goes full hog, holds it, and I'm like, all right. So that's an interesting start because your arm's going to start getting tired. Anyway, the levels start ticking over. Level 1, level 2, level 3, and he doesn't have to move because he's at 100%, and he's like gritting his teeth. He gets to level 7. He gets to level 8. That's my record. He gets past it to level 9. And he just keeps holding this thing until the game eventually goes, all right, you've done it. You've won. Like, we're not going to make you do it anymore. Anyway, he put the thing down. It was like, I'm not playing any more of those games. I've beaten it at its challenge, and I'm done. And then he couldn't move his arm for 3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Peter, would you say you're in physical condition?
Fuck
decently?
No.
He is the equivalent of what he did. Alex, what do you bench at the gym? What's your maximum bench?
90.
You're right. So imagine you've been going to the gym for a while. You normally rep 75, and you're like, yeah, I'm max 90. I don't want to. Like, that's the best I can do without me thinking I'm really going to hurt myself here.
Mm.
Now you go with Peter, and you put 90 on, and you're like, yeah, I can just do 90. And then he goes, rack 'em and stack 'em, stick 100 on there, boy. And so you do, and then he sits down, and he goes, and he forces this thing up, and he puts it down, and he does nothing else because he's torn his pecs to shreds, and he can't lift his arms for a week and a half, but he's beaten you. That's what he did to my ring fit.
Why does that sound like such a fucking Scrubs moment? Why does that sound like the perfect Scrubs situation? I can't think of anything else, Peter.
He did one mega rep. Beat me. I can't do it. Beat me, but destroyed himself in the process.
Peter, never fucking change.
I have a passive or active mindset.
Yeah.
I'm either all in or I'm nothing.
I need to see that just like reenacted by the actors of Scrubs, where it's just like perfect in sync. Where just like he goes in, does one rep, gets up, and goes, "I need you to call an ambulance because I can't fucking use my arm."
But he still beat you. That's the thing. He's still
as he's leaving with the ambulance, he flew you off because he knows he won.
Yeah, he would if he could. He asked someone to lift his arm up for him.
Yeah,
and he's like, beat that.
Holy shit!
I know Rogers wasn't smug when he said it, but in my head, when Rogers went, "Oh, see if you can beat it," he said it as, "Oh, see if you can beat it, Mister. Doesn't work out, doesn't do anything."
That's definitely what he meant.
You know,
that's definitely what he meant. Like, there's no way around it. He definitely meant
it
that way.
Fuck you! I can't eat these apples, and I just went for it.
I mean, me and Alex were very competitive on how quickly you could squeeze the thing. Where we'd get it, it'd be like we were battling over like one extra squeeze out of 200 squeezes.
Yeah, we were going
It got
ham.
intense.
Do I need to attempt to do that to see if I can beat that score now?
You should.
You could try. I asked if you wanted to, but you couldn't. You physically couldn't do it after you beat me at the other one.
Oh, we should definitely do that one night when you get back from Japan, Alex.
Fuck yeah, we'll line it up, boys. Just do like do a one night of a just ring fit. Only Peter can show up for 5 minutes, do it, and then leave in an ambulance on the way back.
Well, what we'll do is we'll just do one thing, but get me to go last, so I know who to beat.
Yeah. Fuck, that's so funny. That's so perfect, though. That's such a good way to describe you, though, Peter. It's just like one and done. I'm fucking...
One and done, I beat you.
Yeah.
I beat you, screw you. You've got nothing on me. Now please take me to the hospital. I can't drive.
Please take me home.
It's all or nothing. There is no in between. It's Star Wars logic. It's do or do not. There is no try. That's
like,
how
if you're going to do
life.
something, you might as well go for it. And if you can beat a friend when he's been playing a game for years or months even, and you can just come in and just do it. The high I felt that day was insane.
It's not a real game. It's exercise.
It doesn't matter. I still beat you. I beat you at exercise. I'm better at exercising than you are.
Yeah, but the point is, the real problem is it's a game to him, though. It's a game to him.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game to me. I'm still 12-year-old mindset.
Yeah, it's only exercise to you, but to him, because he did one and done, it's a game at that point.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, I suppose maybe I could wreck my arms and never touch this thing again because I hate it. But I don't, why would I do that? And then you just go, just hold my beer for a second.
But that's not that's not mine mindset. Like that's not how I work.
That's a fucking like main character type shit to do, though. It's like, that's fucking funny.
It's like a Peter Griffin thing to do. What are you talking about?
Hence main character.
Yeah, I don't know about a main character thing.
You think Peter Griffin is not the main character?
Well, he is the family guy.
I guess
he is the titular family guy.
Why'd you have to use the big word? Why'd you have to use the big word on me?
Titular. It's like 7 letters.
Spell it right fucking now.
Titular.
Titular meaning. Oh, ChatGPT. I don't
Stop
care.
asking ChatGPT. ChatGPT doesn't know anything anymore.
It's titular meaning, and it gave me 2 meanings.
They inbred it, and now it's stupid. They basically fed it its own poo, and wondered what went wrong.
Classic Boom Boom, bringing it back to poo.
You've seen Human Centipede. That's what they did to ChatGPT.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't seen that movie. Is that a good movie?
I actually haven't seen it either.
Should we do it? I haven't seen it either.
I haven't seen it.
Did they make? I know they made a sequel. Did they ever make a third one?
I think they have made a sequel.
No, I know they made a sequel.
They made 2 sequels.
But I just don't know if they ever made the third one.
Yeah, they've made a third one.
Right.
They did?
When Alex gets back, Black Sheep, Human Centipede.
Yeah. How many people were in the third Centipede? Because I know there's like 9 in the second one.
Wow, that's
I think the second one has like 3.
No, the first one has 3. 12 people were in the second Human Centipede.
That's a big-ass centipede.
From 3 to 12.
That's a big ass centipede.
Well, there is a third Human Centipede.
Yes, I said that.
Oh, you're right. No, the third one is a whole prison. My God. Wait, what?
And they said I was the madman.
How many people? 500 people!
Wait, can we make a 4th one and call it the Humane Centipede?
Would you rather be, at that point, would you rather be Human Centipede 499 or 500?
500.
I feel like at the end it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're at the end, I'm sorry.
After like 100 people, it's like, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I would love to be the first person in the Human Centipede. Well, not love. Love's a strong word. I feel like I would be really...
Well, of course you'd rather be the first person. You get to eat real food.
Yeah, I was gonna say the person who like was first is like he'll eat dog food, but fuck, he got it good.
With it being 500 people long, though, you have plenty of time to attach person number 1 to person number 500 before it loops back around.
Oh, that's fucking grim. Because it's like 500. Say it takes you like a day to shit. You're gonna eat food that's like a year and a half old, dude. Oh, damn.
Yucky.
But you would die, though, wouldn't you?
Eventually,
because you're not actually going to get any nutrients from it.
I mean,
probably.
number one, you're human number 1. Yeah, you would be getting the nutrients. You'd be the person to get all the nutrients.
Yeah, 1. But I'm saying, like, person 100.
Well, what if he's walking around injecting them with nutrients?
Probably is.
In the meantime.
But I still think you'd get sick from that.
Well,
though.
I don't think you'd be particularly fucking healthy being a human centipede.
Yeah. I mean, it's inhumane. What if they get a tummy ache?
Do you think
I think you're like analysing the least of the problems here. He is so 500 people ass to mouth.
Does that mean if someone throws up, does that mean it then goes back to the first one?
Yeah, I was gonna say if say 102, number 102 throws up, and the first person throws up, do you think he's like, who did I just throw up? Like whose vomit is this?
Where did this start?
I don't know. I don't know what'll happen because their intestines are attached to the throat of the person. It would just sort of like go in the tube.
Yeah, but you'd be going through the tube.
It would basically be, does your vomit up pressure, is it stronger than the poop coming down pressure, determines the direction it's going to go?
Do you think
because they're like surgically modified too, so
you end up just eating your own vomit again at some point.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Because you're not actually swallowing, because it's like, it's just a tube straight into your mouth and then down.
Yeah. That's the human centipede.
You know what? I don't think I want to watch this movie anymore.
It's a trilogy.
I feel like our questions made that movie way more interesting than anything they've produced, by far.
Like, how Peter's biggest problem was, what if they get ill? Like, I think they've got way bigger issues.
Number 500 is just like, no, I don't want to get the flu. I'll be sick.
Make sure you feed person 1 chicken soup. I've got the sniffles.
But surely in a centipede of 500 people, there would be some people in that line that would die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Probably.
And you would remove them surgically and then kind of just, strap it back up.
But would you though?
I don't know.
I've
never thought of doing this.
Yeah. Alex, when you make your 500 person human centipede and person 398 dies, what's your plan?
500th person peeped on you peeing in the bushes and you go, nah, fuck this guy.
What's my plan?
But just going back to your work for a second, Alex.
Yeah.
How do you swim in the pool, knowing how much of it's piss.
Oh, I think of it all the time. I think of it all the time. We do tests. We do tests, though. We do tests.
That doesn't matter. I don't think I will ever step foot in a public pool ever again. I think I'm done with public pools.
I think you're just done with water because you don't like the beach either.
I'm done. Yeah. It's not like I feel like I'm missing out on anything. I'd say if I ever had to swim, I'm not choosing a public pool.
That's fair. I don't think I would either.
Maybe like the Olympic swimming pool, like size swimming pool that they have, like the aquatic center, but not like the kid pool.
I'm sorry. If I was in the Olympic swimming pool, I'm absolutely peeing in it.
I mean, they probably are. They're probably like going crazy, and it's just like they can't hold it anymore.
I don't think that's what's happening, Adam. I think they're just like.
I don't know. Have you ever been working out really hard and you feel like you need to pee?
And then you piss yourself? What are you talking about?
I stop. No, I stop because I'm not in a race for a world record. But someone who's in a race for a world record isn't going to stop.
I mean, I feel like they go beforehand.
Yeah, right?
I mean, the marathon runners just poop their pants all the time.
Yeah, but they're fucking crazy, dude. They chose marathon running for a lifestyle. I think they're swimming in feces.
Do they really poop their pants?
No, yeah, legitimately they do.
I think that's grosser tthan the human centipede.
That's crazy.
They can't help themselves. Their body just goes, why have you run 105 miles in 2 days? And it just goes abort.
So it's less them pooping and more like their body just spazzing the fuck out.
They're not like, do I need to go? Let me try and squeeze out
I don't know. I thought... It's like they do a marathon and they're like, well, I gotta poop, and they're just pooping while running.
Do you think they're strategically doing it so hopefully the person behind them rolls their ankle on their shit?
No, they're obviously gonna slow down if that's
they get lighter.
Can I imagine their shit's like bunny shit where it's like, or wombat shit where it's like squares? So I imagine the person behind them.
It's not. It's like the worst kind of like baby diaper you can imagine. That's what happens to marathon.
So do they just run in it the entire time?
Well, normally doesn't happen towards the end. It's not straight away. This isn't like half a mile in, and they just can't help it. This is normally like mile 41, 42, and the body starts to give up.
There's definitely a dude in the world where he's definitely pooped his pants at the start of the race. And been
Two steps in, and he's like, oh no.
He got scared by the gunshot and shit his pants. And so
at that point... I would quit the race and walk home. Or
You're basically at the end and you're like, you know what? It's not worth it.
If it was right at the start, it'd be like, no, all right, I'm not doing this race.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if I'm shit my pants at the start of the race, I'm fully sending it to the end. Because I'm
you're so not. Much pain.
Why?
Can you imagine the diaper rash that you
would get? The lubricant of my shit.
No.
It would dry eventually.
It would just turn like mud.
On the bright side, though, Alex might win just because everyone would be grossed the fuck out.
Yeah. You would literally, your best bet, like, honestly, would just be to whip them off and run cheeks out. That's your best bet.
Then I think you get arrested for indecent exposure.
Episode.
You think? I think this episode's awesome.
There's been a lot of shit just whipping off pants.
It's just... It's been cursed.
Here's my thing. The problem with last episode is, after the episode I went, oh man, that was a good one. And you and Peter both went, no. Immediately. And I don't remember anything from last episode. What do you think is grosser, the human centipede or marathon runners?
Human centipede? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do I mean? It's a pretty simple fucking question. It's like, marathon runners will shit their pants and then would gladly run in there. But like,
no, they would not be happy about it.
No, they would though, because I feel like they would I feel like they would love it. They'd be like, I'm running so hard right now that I shit my pants and I still have to run.
I think they would shit their pants to get first place.
Yeah, they would, but they wouldn't. But they're not like.
But they would feel good about it.
They're not like.
No, they so would. They so would be like. Yeah, I did that.
They'd be celebrating. Yeah, they'd celebrate the win still.
I know that's different. That's different. Hold on.
They wouldn't cross the line.
What I'm talking about. I'm just saying. I feel like they poop their pants out of pleasure. I don't feel like. I don't feel like.
Alex is saying.
That's wrong.
Now, Alex is going to cross the finish line, and someone's going to be like, "Did you see that? That's a personal best." And the marathon runner is going to be like, "Yeah, that's great, but take a whiff of this." That's what Alex is saying is going to happen, and that's just not the case.
No,
to be fair, that's not
Alex
what I'm
is saying
saying.
that they cross the line and they celebrate by shitting themselves.
I feel like there's
What the fuck?
Fia, that's the funniest thing you've ever said.
I only started laughing because Roger started laughing.
He gave me the giggles through the episode. Oh shit!
Did Kevin end up? Is Kevin still there?
No, he left as I said, welcome to the main broadcast. He left the door. I was like, thank fuck.
He knows.
He knows now. But that is one thing I remember. When I woke up the next morning, I was like, fuck.
I think he's given him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I think
So does he know that you were telling him Porky Pies about being a TikTok manager? Or does he still think you were doing both of the things?
He still thinks I'm doing both, which is way funnier. Because I just presumed he thought I was. I just presumed he thought I was telling a fib, but he was just like, "Oh, so you're doing that for your brother? Did you still do that thing for your sister?" And I was like, "Yes."
That was the no. Now is the time to tell the truth at that point. Not double down.
Why would I now, though? That's the problem. I'm like, talk to me, guys. I'm here. I'm just pretty cool. I'm hip.
No one who says I'm hip is actually hip anymore.
I'm cool as
the
biscuit.
irony.
What is it?
I'm cool as biscuit.
I'm clean. I'm cool. I'm cool as biscuits. Best fucking saying ever.
Is there a new word for cool yet that we don't know? I'm directing this at Alex because he's got the best chance of knowing.
Dude, this is so mean to me because I don't know, which means is so bad for two reasons. It's because one, I'm not hip anymore. And two,
Riz a lot.
Riz.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, is that cool?
I know.
Yeah, but you don't
That's
say
just
that's
short for
Riz.
charisma.
Is it
Yeah.
smegma?
Yeah.
Is it smegma? No, it's sigma.
What?
Sigma. Sigma.
Like back in the 60s, it was that's groovy.
Yeah.
Right? And then a little later on, it was that's hip.
Normally now it's
Then
like, that's
cool.
We normally say that's sick.
No, sick is 90s. Sick is the 90s and the early 2000s. You can't steal sick. We had sick. That's ours.
All my friends are like 25 to 30. I don't know anymore.
Because there's fire, but I think fire is older now.
Fire is like 2016, 2017.
Based?
Remember lit?
Lit.
I never used lit.
Lit walked so fire could run. Like that's
Lit died.
So
lit was
Lit
Rogers trying to make a fire and it never caught. It never did quite catch on.
No. Well, lit did. I think it did for a while, but it
died with the dab. It definitely died with the dab.
It burnt the candle at both ends, and it was out too quickly.
People are saying like tramp or something now.
What? Really?
But it's not tramp. Like they call Camilla Harris a word. Like it's one of the.
No, that was brat.
That's the one.
What is it, brat?
Yeah, brat.
What does that mean?
I think that's that's their cool now.
That means cool. Brat
Instead
means
of cool, you say brat.
Well, I think the origin was from Charlie. Was it XCX? I think. Because she had like an album called like Brat Summer or something.
I feel like all modern slang, I'm sorry Zoomers, I feel like all Zoomer and Gen Alpha slang is just references to something else.
Yeah.
Like it's not...
There's no originality.
Yeah, the origin of the word is like, oh, well, this person said it one time.
Yeah.
One time at band camp,
like
I heard
Skibbity.
the word brat.
Skibbity is literally just like a series.
Yeah, like you have to know the reference to the thing for it to make sense.
I don't care anymore. I've lost.
It's like gyat.
I thought you were gonna say giggity, which I was way funny.
No, it's like
I thought you were gonna say giggity as well.
Yeah.
It's like gyat, which also doesn't make sense because gyat means butt, but it stands for girl your ass thick. But it doesn't make sense because it's got the word that it is in the anagram.
Fuck.
So how can it mean?
What is it? What did we literally say? What is the new word for ass? What is it?
Yeah.
No,
fundament or whatever it is.
Fundament.
Oh, the fundament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can the new cool be fundament? Oh, dude, that's fundament.
That's so fun.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, if you were to say, "Oh, that's so fun," people would just be like, "Yeah, it is fun."
It is
but they
fun.
wouldn't know.
Do you think we'll circle back? Do you think we'll circle back to, oh, that's cool? Do you think cool will be cool again?
Cool is always acceptable.
Oh,
I feel like
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Whereas like some...
Bussin'.
Bussin'.
It's bussin' over. Like,
what the fuck is bussin'? I've never heard someone say that.
You never heard that's bus?
Wait, do you miss the bussin' for real train meeting?
I think I missed that.
Yeah.
I went on the wrong station, I think. I do not recall that train.
I do remember bussin'. I never got a chance to use it.
I never got a chance to use it.
Yeah.
There'd always be like a group of like people like talking about food or like whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, this meal's bussin' for real."
Bussin'. Wait, guys, I've got a list of the word for cool through the years, like from the 1500s forward.
The evolution of cool.
The evolution of the word people use for cool.
The cool evolution.
The oldest one people could find was from the time of Theodore Roosevelt, where the word was bully. You'd say, "Oh, that's
What year
bully."
was that?
1560. People call things bully.
Bully. Why bully? Okay.
But it dates as far back as William Shakespeare.
Oh, so they even used references back then as well.
Yeah.
Hamlet dropped a sick dab, and Macbeth was like, "Oh man, that's so bully."
That's how exactly how it went down.
He got a 10 kill streak in Fortnite. He was like, "Oh man, bully."
Bully.
Following bully was dandy. It's so dandy.
That's so lame.
Spladacious.
Spladacious is fucking mental.
Yes. I'm spladacious and splendidious at the same time.
Nah, splendidious is like the one that's trying to be cool but isn't. Splendacious is like, shit.
They all came from, obviously, the word splendid, and it was people's twists on that. Just like throwing them around.
Splendidious.
Ooh, splendidious, my good sir.
That's definitely like, someone definitely giggled and said that first. They're like, splendidious.
Splendidious. What's this? But you know, it's like that long ago. Like, ooh, this opium is splendidious.
Good one.
Why? Alex, that's not very swell of you. Which is the next one.
Swell is so lame, dude.
It's swell.
I remember swell in the movies.
Now we're getting a little bit more modern.
Okay.
You've got, and these are all together: smashing, smacking, cracking, slapping, and twanging.
Twanging is fucking gas. Twanging is sick.
I remember people saying, "Oh, that slaps."
I still say that.
But they were using that in the 1800s, Moody. It's just they were ahead of the game.
Everybody could say that slaps.
Slappings. Also, you just used a new one there, Alex. You said that's gas. When did that become a thing?
I've been saying that since like the 12th grade. That's gas.
That was literally last year.
No,
Alex.
it wasn't. It was 4 years ago.
Don't talk like it was forever
It was 5 years ago.
Don't talk like you're a 30-year-old.
Was it?
Yes.
No. What do you mean it was 5 years ago?
I'm 21. I finished high school when I was 17.
Oh, you yucky! That was like 18 months ago, tops.
We started the channel like 3 years after I finished school.
We got, after smashing, smacking, cracking, slapping, and twanging, we got that's pretty fly.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Exactly.
No.
Now it says here fly started in the 1700s, but it was used much more recently than that. Fly had some legs. Fly lasted a long time. The turn of the century, we're now in the 1900s. People are calling things the bee's knees.
No, why? Why would you fucking choose that?
Bee's knees.
See, now they're getting a little bit more recent. They're going to start sounding old and lame.
But I think bee's knees is also just fun to say.
Yeah.
If you're 65 and you hit bingo.
Well, here's it. Followed shortly by the cat's pajamas.
Fuck off.
It's the bee's knees.
I never got that one.
You're the bee's knees, you're the cat's pajamas. I feel like they went a little too far with Cat's Pajamas. It's a touch long. Then they overcompensated because following Cat's Pajamas was It.
That's it?
That's it. Yep, that's it.
I don't mind that. That's fine. I feel like that's fine. You feel like, that's it. That's definitely it.
That's dumb.
Well, It, and then there's Hip.
Hip is different.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hip is a lot older than I thought it was, I'll be honest. I was thinking like the 70s. No. Oh, but then, guys, things are getting pretty bodacious.
Is that actually what the next one is? Bodacious?
The next one's bodacious.
That's mental. That's actually mental.
Well, that's the 20s. The 30s, it's Tops.
Oh, Tops is fucking
Tops.
sick. Absolutely use Tops.
That's Tops.
That's Top. That's actual Top. That's so good.
Was that like a UK thing?
Top?
I don't know. No, it was a 30s thing. Well, I mean, it was only 70 years ago, so it might have still been in the vocabulary.
Probably was actually.
It's Tops.
Yeah, it's Top.
It was the peak. It's the peak of coolness.
Oh,
It's Top.
fuck yeah! We should just start saying peak from now on. Oh, it's peak.
Peak.
Yeah.
Well, after Tops, it's groovy. We're all familiar with groovy.
Groovy's okay.
Yeah.
Groovy's good for the time, but now that we've moved past the time of groovy, it's no longer groovy.
Groovy's not groovy.
Groovy is no longer groovy.
I mean, and then we're in Stoner's, Stoner land with Righteous.
Righteous,
man.
Excellent.
And then what I've never heard before, Ginchi.
Ginchi.
Which I kind of like. We got Ginchi.
Dude, if you've had this dude, he's fucking Ginchi.
So after Ginch, you got Boss. Following Boss, In.
That's
Just
it.
in.
That's in.
It's in. That's in.
It's in. We are in. Then we got real hippie with Far Out.
We've almost hit 2 hours.
We're nearly done because right now we're at Kickin'.
I've never. No.
I've heard kick. You never heard
I've
Kickin'?
never heard the kickin'.
It's literally
Kickin'.
isn't
That's
it in the
kickin'.
Digimon song? Let's kick it up. Oh, let's kick it up.
Let's kick it up.
Not kicking up.
But kicking mean cool. Let's kicking. And then now it's getting lame again. We've looped back around to lame because we're now calling things fab and funky.
Because funky now is like kind of gross. Like, oh, that's funky looking.
We got Zuli. I've never heard of.
I've never
Zuli.
heard of that one.
Zuli had apparently a hot minute of popularity in the 60s. Zuli is gonna be lit. Zuli is the lit of the 60s, where everyone probably used it for a year or two and then stopped.
Yeah, and someone says it like 2 years later, and they're just like, "Shut the fuck up."
People are like, what are you talking about? Oh, we got Radical. Or Rad.
I don't know.
These, is it giving you one every 10 years? Or one every year?
One every 10 years or so. Because now we're in the 1980s and things are fresh.
Things are fresh.
Oh, and then following that was, a couple we forgot. We had Sick. Right?
Yeah.
That's
But we missed Wicked.
Ah, fuck.
no.
No, I don't think anyone over the age of 12 has ever called anything Wicked.
No. I still use Sick every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use Sick all the time.
It creeps out.
We got Sick, but Ill was apparently was used as well. So I feel like it's
I don't think I've ever
less
used the
common.
word ill.
Ill. Killer? I know I use Killer.
Yeah, I use Killer a bunch.
Killer. I've heard you use Killer.
I've used killer with an A before.
Well, it's Killer.
Oh, shit, that's killer.
Well, no. Don't say Killer with an A.
You would. If anyone's got a word, it'd be Alex.
I mean, what does that mean?
What about Vicious?
Nah, I never used that.
No, never
Sounds
used that.
dumb.
No. Or Gnarly.
Gnarly, dude. Fuck yeah.
That's Surfer Dude. Super
Yeah, it's
bra.
the Surfer Dude for sure.
You do a shaka bra and then you say Gnarly.
I've used gnarly once, and that was when we were at the beach, and I saw my cousin get absolutely taken out by a wave to the point where he got back up and his boogie board slapped him in the face.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Then I went, oh,
That's Dan,
gnarly.
you just used it perfectly. That is gnarly.
That's the only time I've used that word.
That's Killer. Love it. Killer's a good one. I'm surprised.
Killer's a classic.
Chill. I use Chill.
I used to use Chill.
I don't use chill because I use it to let's chill.
Yeah.
I use
like,
chill
let's
for another
calm
word.
down.
Yeah, calm down.
Yeah.
Let's
hang
relax.
out.
Let's relax. Because I feel like, Adam, you would use the word chill when you're like rocking up to a party with your fucking top hat on, being like, "Oh, this is chill party. It's fucking cool."
Yeah. This party's chill.
You're
Just
forgetting
like,
his walking stick.
Oh fuck, sorry.
What's the vibe here? Are we going for like a wicked sick vibe or like just chill? Oh,
I actually just shivered. You made me shiver. Like properly shivered.
And then I would take it up and say "milady" as I entered the house.
And then you'd walk into a wall. I feel like you would walk into a wall after that. My lady.
I am a dandy gentleman.
Dandy.
Alright, this one's come back with a vengeance. Tight. It's come back,
Tight.
but only when pronounced toit.
Oh yeah, that's because Brooklyn 99. Toit.
Yeah.
Toit.
Toit.
But then
Yeah, I feel like
saying that, cool's come
it was
back.
tight.
And like,
No,
cool.
Yeah.
No, cool never went away.
Yeah,
Cool
cool is
is
like,
Cool's here to stay.
that
what about
alone made me
Stella?
want to not use it again. Stella.
Stella.
Stella?
Stella.
Stella's saying
I've
something
heard
to
it.
Stella is saying like, oh, that's like
Heard it,
fucking
haven't used
sick.
it.
Yeah, Stella. That's what I mean. Stella. Like, yeah, Stella.
Can I get it used in a sentence, please?
How's that drink, Peter? Oh, it's pretty stellar.
Yeah, I don't like it. No. Friendship over.
Not Stella.
That's less stellar.
Now we've heard on to one we've all heard of, the 1990s, Fat with a PH.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
come
that's
back,
a
though.
classic.
That swung
That's fat.
back like a fat ass.
which apparently stood for pretty hips and thighs.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
if you
what?
say she's fat.
Wait, I know.
Yeah,
I thought it was
fat.
pretty hot and tempting. That's what I thought it meant.
I have that. Though that is here too, but the original one says pretty hip and thighs. Or pretty hips and thighs.
Just one singular hip.
s-
The other one's kind of fucked up.
she just needs one.
She can't walk properly.
We're now moving out of the cool 90s and back to the lame 90s with dope and dank.
I still use dope.
I know
Friendship
for a
over.
fact. Within the last 12 months, I have used both dope and dank, ironically. And I don't think I'm happy about it.
Like genuinely or accidentally?
No, like it just slipped out. Like couldn't help it. I tried to catch it as the words were leaving.
In the 90s came out. I was like, that's
grab
dank.
them.
What
dank.
situation made you go,
Dope.
that's dope?
I don't even think I said that's dope. I think you just hear something, you're like, dope.
No, you
Yeah.
fucking did not, dude. You have to say that's dope. Otherwise, it's like unironic. But if you're like,
Dope.
oh, I'm dope.
Oh, dank. I know it's been. I've just said dope, and I've said oh dank.
No,
like
you
surprised, like initially, like oh
you-
dank.
Did you say them out loud?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
no.
anyone near you?
That's worse.
Well, I was having a conversation with someone. Yeah. I felt someone
Did
was
you
near
use
me.
them in the same conversation?
Nah, I didn't use the twins in the same conversation.
That was. It would have been too cool of a conversation.
Yeah, that would have just been way too dandy.
I remember being in a conversation and me wanting to say the word dope, but I just couldn't bring myself to say that.
See, we're now in a problem area of slang that I know I've used, like from the 1500s. No, I'm not calling things splendid.
But I've also heard you say that's
Right.
dandy, like
I've
multiple.
never said that's dandy. Don't you gaslight me.
I
called
think I've heard one to say
anything-
dandy.
Yeah, I swear to God, I've
Never
heard you say
once called
dandy.
anything dandy. Don't you put that on me,
I'm
Ricky
pretty
Bobby.
sure I've
That's never
heard
happened.
Rogers at one point go, that's pretty dandy.
I've heard it. I've
I-
heard it before. I swear to God. We might even have a
I don't
video.
think I've ever
We-
said
nah.
the word dandy
I'm
before
pretty-
reading
nah,
this
I
list.
You're an
reckon-
idiot. You're an idiot because I reckon you've said it on this fucking podcast before, and I reckon I'm gonna catch
What
you.
context? What context would I drop a fat dandy?
I think we were talking about like just something random on the podcast.
Remember, we've
and
been
you were
friends
like,
for a long time, Rogers.
What? Like, did I not as a joke? Like, I was just like, ooh,
Oh, you might have
dandy.
been, I don't know. I don't think you said it like that. I
Nah.
think. Oh, this dandy little thing over here. Like,
I think it was like during a video game or something, and we did something that we didn't think you could do in the game, and you went, "Oh, that's pretty dandy."
dandy to him though is like helpful. Where it's like, I don't think
Yeah,
it's cool.
like dandy's like he's like handy. I wasn't, you didn't just tell me like, I was at a promotion today, and I was like, oh, dandy.
Yeah.
This has never happened before.
Because I reckon as soon as you would have said that, you would have grown like a full beard, had 2 kids behind you.
And a curly mustache.
Yeah.
And 2 monocles.
On each eye.
Because one isn't enough.
Oh, shit.
Oh, but we're still in the era of words I've used, because following dope and dank is baller, and baller's another one that I have dropped.
I've never used
more times
baller.
than I'm happy about.
Oh, I know you've
I've used
baller
once or twice
too.
I've never used baller.
That's so funny, dude. Oh my fucking god. Knowing you for as long as I have as a brother. That sounds weird. As a brother.
As a brother, not a brother.
As a brother, I've known you to use all of these words, and I know that you used baller.
No, what? All of them? You hear me dropping a funky and a kicking, do you?
Right? How was your nap? Oh, dude, the shit was kicking.
Kicking. What a nap, man. Now that was some Zuli stuff right there.
Oh, can we please bring back Zuli? Oh shit!
Where was swag?
Swag.
We haven't reached swag yet, if it's on this list at all. We're only just at sweet.
We haven't
calling things sweet.
We haven't got to the swag yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we've only just reached sweet.
What year are we
sweet.
in now?
Still says the 90s leading into the 2000s.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of these are 90s. I know I use sweet. I think we all use sweet.
Yeah, I've used sweet.
Sweet as.
I feel like sweet's one of the ones that you use when you're listing off. You know, you're saying it a bunch. Like, oh yeah, that's sweet, that's cool, that's mad. Like, you say it in part of a rhythm.
I'd more use it as a response. So you'd come up to me and go,
something cool happened, you telling me about it? Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet dude.
It's like, dude, I just leveled up. Sweet.
Yeah. Sweet and dude go together a lot more than any of these other ones. It's a sweet dude.
Sweet dude. But you need that pause. Don't say sweet dude.
One that has not held on as hard as sweet is banging.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? He's banging all the time.
Yeah, but ironically though, right? You don't legitimately say, "Oh, bang."
No, I do.
Yeah.
Genuinely, 2 friends. I think I said it on the Synced Official podcast, being like, that shit was banging.
That's almost worse than dandy.
Banging's not great,
Dude.
But banging is on the same level here as da bomb and off the hook.
No.
So we're still in off
I
the
don't
hook
like them.
era.
Hold on.
I don't like any of them.
I don't think I've ever said off of the hook unironically, but I have said banging
That
unironically.
is off the hook. A very British one here is all that and a bag of chips.
What?
That's not a word. That's a saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a whole
That's a
phrase.
sentence.
It is shortened here to, it's all that is what it's the first thing.
Okay.
All that and a bag of
It's
chips.
different. You just said like the whole fucking saying.
The whole thing is here, but all that is written in brackets next to it.
Okay.
So it's obviously
Okay.
shortened quite a bit to all that. But the original saying was all that and a bag of chips. It's like, she's great. She's all that and a bag of crisps. And it's everything you want, and also some Monster Munch to go with
I was gonna say, like,
That's sort
to
of
me,
what it means.
to me, that just feels like the bag of chips is way higher than what she's worth. Because I'm like,
No,
she's
it
all
means-
that,
no, it's-
and she's got a bag of
sort of-
chips.
It's sort of.
But what
mean-
type of
I think
chips,
it's sort of. I think it's sort of meant to mean like, yeah, all that's great. Well, imagine it's all of that and even more.
But like
a bag of salt and vinegar to go with
that's
it.
what
as
I
well.
mean. It sounds like she's like, oh, she's all that. But imagine like a packet of chips, because actually it's way better.
I like. She's great, but
chips though.
She's got the Pringles.
Chips though. Guys, a tin of Pringles.
Yeah.
They slap.
Dude, she's a 10 out of 10, but I got
tell
a
you what,
packet of
though.
Doritos right now.
Yeah, hear me out. Deli fried. They've got the crunch. You know what it's better than though? Gucci.
Oh,
I hate that. I hate that so much.
I not like Gucci.
I
have used that
Gucci,
word,
but I feel
unironically.
like I've only used it ironically.
Yeah,
I don't think
I've used it unironically.
The sadness and distort on my face when I said it
Oh yeah, Gucci.
Yeah, and I went, oh no. Oh no.
He's got the regretty spaghetti.
But I feel like Gucci
Dan.
is used in the same context as like we're cool. Like I mean, it's like we're all good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it doesn't mean
I
like,
always saw it as
awesome.
good. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Gucci
it doesn't mean like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Gucci just means like,
Yeah.
because if someone,
relax, guys.
I can always like, I'm always
Hey
trying
man,
to
how
imagine.
you doing today? I'm Gucci.
Yeah. I think I've said that before because I'm just like, oh, I can't think of anything else to say except Gucci, which is funny. But like, I'm always imagining these sayings being like, oh, someone's coming out of like a dressing room with like an outfit, and I need to be like, oh, that's actually
What are you gonna
that's
use
cool.
to describe
Yeah,
it?
like that's cool. But what am I going to use in this era? I would never be like, oh, dude, that shit's Gucci, because it's not.
Yeah, because that just means like it's okay.
Yeah.
it's basically what it means. Which I guess is not the brand recognition that they wanted.
but also,
The
yeah,
word just means
luxury.
Like, it's mediocre. It's fine. Gucci. It's okay. What I've used not in recent years, but I know I've used before, is mint.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like
mint.
mint. Mint is
That's
good
mint.
because it's like mint.
Not a lot.
Mint can do.
Mint-
It's
I've
just a
used it.
classic
Yeah.
one, though.
Mint is a classic.
That shit is
That's mint.
that shit is mint, dude. Fuck yeah.
Have you guys ever used Poppin?
What's poppin'?
Unironically,
Poppin'.
definitely.
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know
Should
if
be
I have.
popping.
We're now in like I was a child at this point, so these words were originating as I was growing up. So there were times where I should remember them being new and never like old and lame. Because right after Poppin', we got Lit. Lit to me is brand new.
not really.
It definitely feels older.
Yeah,
I
lit
feel
is
like the
tad
last 5
old.
years is lit.
After Lit, we got Fire.
Yep.
We're all aware
Oh
of
yeah,
Fire.
Fire's classic.
Well, except you.
It's the synonym of straight fire, which is
That's
the original phrase. You know, it's not just fire; it's straight fire.
So it's not a synonym.
It's an oxymoron.
You're an oxymoron.
Yeah, but legit after fire.
I use legit quite a bit.
Oh yeah, legit. Yeah, legit's legit.
But again,
But does legit ever mean like cool? Legit to me is like true.
no, because
You know,
Yeah.
like if
true.
because like
Legit.
again, if someone was to walk out of a room and it looked good, like an outfit, I'd be like, oh, that shit is legit. Like that shit's legit. But I would never be like
Okay.
that is legit. I would
Again,
never just,
I think it's very situational.
Yeah, and we're about to the last one on the list, and I'm pretty proud that it's taken to the last one on the list for one that I have never used in my life and never will use because I'm past the age of using it. On fleek.
on fleek is
Hang on, say that
very,
again?
I don't think I've used
very
it.
old.
On fleek.
Bon fleek.
No, on
On
fleek.
fleek.
On fleek.
Oh, on
On
fleek.
fleek. I'm too old to have used on fleek.
Wait,
and I
where's
never-
Coolio and there's like a
The singer?
there's
But
like
these are all synonyms
That's a
for
rapper.
oh
cool,
okay
bro.
no that's yeah
They're just another word. They're just other. Yeah, they come with cool.
When did-
These things are like completely separate. On Fleek, it was 2014 on Vine.
Yeah.
So we technically
Damn.
were. We should have been using On Fleek, guys.
No, we shouldn't have.
We were only 19.
We
when
really
it came
shouldn't
out.
have.
We should have been using On
I
Fleek.
never used on
No.
fleek in my life.
Also, this is funny. Someone on Reddit was just like, what do children and teens these days use instead of cool? And someone was like, I'm Gen Z and I still use cool. And it's like, dude, I'm Gen Z and I'm 29. What are you talking about
What
as
are
if
you
you know? As if you're like still a kid.
Everyone in Gen Z thinks they're still part of the hip culture, which is way funnier than
Yeah, I know.
anything. Because I'm too old.
Wait,
What generation are we? Are we millennials?
You're Z.
We're zillennials. We're
Yeah.
like literally in the crossover period.
So what am I? My Gen and...
You're Gen Z hard. You are hard and fast Gen Z.
Okay.
So we are millennials and Gen Z.
We're sort of. It depends, yeah, which one they use.
say
Zillennial is
different
like
things.
94 to 96. If you're anywhere in that gap, you are a zillennial. You're in no man's land.
So we can take
No.
the best parts of both.
No, it's
Yep.
more that no one respects us.
Oh.
ain't that the truth
Yeah.
No one wants us.
Gen Z thinks we're old, and millennials think that we're dumb kids. It's not a dandy place to be, guys.
We're not young. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
We don't want to be here.
This podcast has been going for a quarter of 10 hours, guys.
Yeah, we need to stop
Yeah.
because it's going to take me forever. I'm
right.
going to hit stop.
Wait,
we
hold
still
on.
need to wrap
No,
up.
Alex, do an
Wrap it
outro.
up.
Quick.
Okay. Why are we rushing
You got to
now?
incorporate. You got to incorporate the worst of these. You got to incorporate wicked,
Okay, I got this.
killer, vicious. Wait, Zuli.
Give us new nicknames.
Give you new nicknames.
Using those words. Using those words.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this Zuli episode of the main broadcast. I have been your wicked host, Pupzilla, and I have been with my splendidious co-hosts, Dids, Triceratops, and the swaglicious
the Danky Dope Funky Swag Master.
Oh, the Danky Dope Funky Swag Master. Boom boom. Thank you, everyone, for listening. This has been episode 22 of the main broadcast, and we will see you all next week. Please follow us on our socials, TikTok, Instagram, not Patreon, not OnlyFans.
It's been radical, guys.
Yeah, it's been absolutely
It's been
totally fucking bazinga.
It's been funky. It's been fresh.
It's been chill and tweet.
God, stop. Just stop this.
Gnarly. It's just gnarly.